Hello, everyone. Welcome. This is the Bleeding Blue podcast, where myself, Ryan Holmes, and my buddy Ryan McCabe, we are going to be discussing and talking to you guys about Blue Jays and the Leafs. Both guys coming up from Ontario, love sports in general, and we're gonna hear and come talk to you guys about it in normal way, not like you hear on all the radio shows be swearing. We will be a little bit language. We'll be a little bit more gritty, and true fans, as you would say, right? So, when you agree,
Oh
Ryan?
yeah, 100%. Yeah. As the British call it, Geordies.
Jordy's
True Geordies.
Drew.
That's
What does
that's
that
what
mean?
that yeah, for like soccer teams, or as they call it, like
Oh,
football, they call like the real fans Geordies.
I see. No, fair
So
enough.
yeah, so we're
Yeah,
we're true Geordies.
true Geordies. Yeah.
Yeah,
What
there
do,
you
what do
go.
they call that in Ontario? Just like diehard,
I don't know, like a super fan or something.
diehards. Yeah.
Yeah, like what's his name on the Raptors? The Nav Bhatia, the guy who always sits on the side.
Yes, it's at the court side. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's like
yeah, yeah.
us, except we can't
That's a
afford
super
those.
fan. Yeah, except we don't have money.
Yeah, exactly. No, well, I mean, yeah, we'll get it started. We both go to the same school, same program. We're just like, hey, let's talk some sports and let's get after it, though. I mean, to begin with, not the greatest weekend for especially the Leafs. I mean,
No.
it was probably one of the worst weekends, yeah, that we've seen. Friday and Saturday, both
Yeah.
disappointments, and especially if you're going out, with your friends or something like that, it's one of the worst times to watch a Leafs game. It was yeah, no, it was not fun. And then same with even the Bills. We're Bills
Yeah.
fans too. Yeah, I mean, you explain. Like it was a good game. It was a good game, I thought, the Bills game.
Yeah. Yep.
But
Yeah. So like about the Leafs, like I didn't watch any, like I watched a bit of the Saturday game, like the first period,
yeah.
but I was like busy, so I didn't really have a chance to uh watch any of it. But like I knew it was like, especially like the Friday game, like I knew it was bad. Like Nylander didn't even get a point. Like he was on a big point streak. He was going off. I saw a replay on Instagram of him triple doinking the post on a breakaway. I'm like, yeah, I think that's just basically sums up the weekend. How
Well,
the
I
Leafs have
mean,
been playing.
yeah. Well, this is just typical Leafs always is start out with a great lead going into the game. I'm like, okay, this is incredible. We're up 3-1. And then of course what happens? Dickerson got the Hattie that night.
Yeah,
I
of all
yeah, no.
people,
Yeah, I
of all
know. Yeah,
people.
I know. Yeah. What
I
was
like
this?
I rarely even heard of the guy.
I know. No,
Like
I heard
I
the
don't even.
stat. It was like the first ever something. This might be wrong, but the first ever Ontario-born player to score a hat trick against the Leafs in like I don't know the last 20 years or something like that, maybe
Oh yeah,
forever. But but yeah, no, I was watching that game and I was very mad because you check your
yeah,
phone and then I'm watching it as well, and then I see the score before I'm watching the before the screen. I'm like, the fuck? How is it? How have they scored already? And then
yeah.
tied again. Then
That's classic,
overtime.
classic Leafs fashion, man.
Well, I
It's
mean,
Leafs.
you probably saw in overtime they had about 100 opportunities to score. Obviously, Nylander with the post, like post a or it was hit the post and then hit the crossbar
Yep.
and then out. It's
Yeah,
just
brutal.
typical Leafs fashion, typical.
Yeah,
And then yeah, so you said you didn't watch the Saturday game.
I watched a little bit of it.
It
Yeah.
was not nearly as good.
I didn't
So
really see. I usually, if the Leafs are playing well, I usually see stuff online. Like my buddies, they have a group chat, and they always like they're always texting during the game. I didn't see much. So usually when I don't see much on Instagram or like my friends texting, it's just like there's like no point.
absolutely.
There's like
Well,
I know it was a ho hum of a game.
it
So
was yeah. We started out. It was tied. It was give me. I want to win, and then it's the other team. Okay, no, actually, I want to win. Back and forth
yeah,
the entire time. So I
yeah,
was, I was watching that, and I was just like, oh my god, it's another goal given up. But is
yeah.
is would you say that's a common aesthetic of them? Is just constantly giving up goals and
Yeah,
like
it's like it's when it comes to playing with the Leafs, playing against the Leafs, it's like who's going to score it, who's going to outscore the other team. It's not about defense. Obviously, the Leafs don't have any defense. Like you can tell, Klingberg when he was first coming in, first couple games, he was just like Justin Hall again. Like he could not like help out the defense at all. Now he's on the long-term IR, so he's gonna be gone for a couple months. They're deep, like they have like this. I forgot the guy's name, but like he's like a third. He came up from the Marlies. I don't even know. I hadn't even heard of the guy until he was on the Leafs.
Yeah.
Like they're deep. They need to before the trade deadline in March. They need to figure something out.
But what is the reason that they're not able to have just a solid defense? Because obviously the aspect of it is being able to draft good players, which they've done. They've done a great job at drafting great offensive players.
Yeah,
And as we've seen, because all they do is outscore, or that's the only way to win. But why
yeah.
can't they? Why aren't they drafting good defense? I mean, Riley's like he's
Well,
one of the best.
a part of it is the off season, right? Because they had Shen,
Yeah,
from last year who was playing really well in the playoffs and obviously was a good pickup.
yeah,
And another part of it is like letting go guys like Hall. Like I was happy he was gone because I'm not a big fan of him personally. I think a lot of people aren't a big fan of him,
yeah,
but I'm glad Hall's gone. Um, like picking up Klingberg, I thought he was going to be a good like pickup because
yeah.
he was a bigger guy. He can play on the power play. He's relatively decent in the back end, but no, he's just not showing up. I think it's just the signing. They're picking the wrong guys to sign. And another part of it that's not actually part of the defense is the bottom six in the offense. They're
Yeah.
not, just not they're not producing um enough work. Like Ryan Reaves, for example, like we thought him coming in would give us like, a bit of physical boost, but he's just slow as fuck back there,
He
like
scored a
up
goal on
there.
Friday.
Yeah, but like, come on, man. Like the other games that he's in, he's sad for like 4 games. Like
I know.
he's not good. He's not like what he used to be before, where he was a little bit faster and can, hit some body checks. But like, it's just whenever he's out there, it's just a liability. It's like 5-on-4. Like
Yeah,
it's like
that's
he
got to be
can't do
like
anything.
what? Who was the last player that they've had like as bad as Reeves? You think? I mean, like
Like on
that
offense or
they've played
defense.
allowed to play like that for that amount of time. I mean, I know he's getting benched now, but like he was a what is it? A 3-year deal?
I
That
don't know.
deal is looking
Like
fucking
It
horrible
was like
now.
Thornton was there for a year or two, but he could actually put up points. And
Yeah.
he was well because he was playing with like Matthews and Marner, he was up on the first couple lines, but like
Why
he's
would
an
they put
older
him on the?
dude.
Why would they put him on that line?
I don't know. Like back when he was on San Jose, like he was still putting up points, and then they brought him over to Toronto. I guess because like they wanted an older guy with Matthews and Marner to like more
Yeah.
experience and
Well, they
stuff.
had
But
Marlowe too. Was he? He wasn't there during when.
no, he was there. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Matthews and Marner were playing with Thor. It was I can't. It was the year. It wasn't the COVID year when they played Columbus in the playoffs qualifiers, whatever. I think it was the year before, a year after, because Thorne wasn't on the team when Marlowe was there.
I see.
Marlowe left already to go to I think he was on Pittsburgh. Um, but
Yeah.
yeah,
When
like
was it?
I can't
Yeah.
remember like a player like Reeves who just is useless and on the fourth line that can't produce anything
Yeah.
like useful for the team.
I mean, yeah. Well, like, when was the last time the Leafs have had an actually good defensive core? Like, that's just been unstoppable. Like,
It's been a while.
or like, what's a team? What's a team now in the league that has like one of the best defenses? Defense, just an all around
Uh,
defense. Like,
Probably the Rangers.
yeah,
Adam Fox, Trouba's an absolute tank, man.
yeah,
I'd like beg to have that guy on the Leafs. Guy can score. He's a leader. He's an actual leader on the in the NHL. Like he's one of the true leaders. Comparing him to Marchand is nowhere near a captain to what
well,
Trouba is.
who's
Trouba's
I mean,
laying out
Bergeron.
guys.
Yeah, yeah. No, yeah, no, you're right.
Bergeron is the epitome of a captain.
Yeah,
Marchand, on the other hand, I don't know why the fuck he got the captaincy. He's a rat.
yeah.
I hate Marchand.
Do you like Tavares as a
He's the
captain?
worst. Yeah, he's good. He's just
Yeah,
he's just not as enough. He's not
yeah.
physical enough to be
Is that what you
getting a bit
put
older.
as the defining traits of like a captain? Like, is it's
Yeah,
got
you gotta step up for your teammates, man. I
yeah,
feel like Tavares is the one that is getting hit, and other people have to step up for him. I
yeah.
I don't know. I just feel
But
like
he's
that's
not a he's not a huge guy. I mean, neither is Crosby, but Crosby's Crosby. Like, It's
No,
yeah,
Crosby will step up if he needs
yeah,
to, because
yeah,
he's been the captain for, I don't know, like 18, 19 years
yeah. I guess that's why like
in
they had.
Pittsburgh.
I don't want to say that's why they had Phaneuf as captain, but like that probably is an
No,
aspect of
no,
it. It's just the
that
size.
is
Yeah,
why. He's a
yeah,
physical dude. He plays hard when he's on the ice.
yeah.
That's what a captain should be,
Yeah,
you
it's
know?
not. Yeah, because I for the longest time I just thought it was the best player on the team. Like I always thought it was
Yeah,
they
that's also
all
a part of it as well.
it
But
is, but like you see, like Mark Giordano was never the best player on the Calgary. He was a great defender, but he
yeah,
captain worthy. I mean, yeah, like
yeah,
captain worthy. Yeah, sure, he could be, but that it all depends on how you define it,
yeah,
define that term. But
yeah.
yeah, no. The next thing I wanted to ask you is about, of course, about this team. So, like, how do you see this team? Like, how would you compare this team right now to any other season that is like in the last like 5 years? 'Cause I guess this you could count this team as like a core. You have the core four, whatever you
Yeah,
call it, and out of those years, how so far it's pretty early, but like where do you see
yeah.
this team going? Where could you see this final record being? Like how
I
is
don't
it
know.
too hard to tell? Like
It's kind of hard because it's, we're only like 20 games, like a quarter of the
yeah,
season in. We're like just in a playoff spot, but not really, which is, it's
yeah,
expected. It's not,
20
you're not
games.
going to be,
Yeah,
if we were like in the gutter where, I don't know, where Columbus is right now, like I'd be pissed off. Like it would be one of the worst years. But like, I got like Nylander's performing, Matthews is scoring like
yeah,
basically almost every night. So I'd say it's an average year of like the Matthews Marner era
yeah,
of teams. Um, Goaltending concerns me because they're switching between Woll and Samsonov. I don't know who's going to be the starter for leading on. Like they're both shaky. Samsonov can like let in 3 goals on 5 shots one night. Wool
yeah,
can do the same if he needs to, but I feel like Woll is a little more consistent than
yeah.
Samsonov. Um, yeah, I don't know. I think it's like an average year. I think like it is a bit early, but I think we need to add a couple more bodies on defense. I think to
Yeah.
make it a bit better than past years, I think. But
How
I
does
think
how,
I'm not
yeah.
mad. I'm not mad.
Well, how does it compare to the D from last year?
Well, the defense leading into the playoffs after when we had Shen, Gustafson,
Yeah,
Gio, McCabe, Riley, like that defense was solid. Like we had a really good defense. I was excited for the playoffs because I knew that we had this strong defense that was
yeah,
better than what it was after before the trade deadline. So I'm
yeah,
not so sure about that this year. We need to add a couple more guys. Like we should have kept Shen. Shen should have stayed. Um, but now he's in Nashville with O'Reilly, who we should have kept as well. Actually, no, I don't even know. I don't know.
yeah.
O'Reilly was kind of like a
He didn't want to be there, bro. He
no.
was
I don't think so.
after he
No.
did that Osmow's commercial. He was like, "Fuck this place. I'm not staying here."
Yeah, once you do an Osmos commercial, then you're out of there.
Yeah.
Fred Van Vliet, Norman Powell, they're gone.
Well, if you look at the Osmow's commercial, he says like two words. You can tell he's like a horrible actor. He hates doing the acting. I mean, most of
Yeah,
them do. Most of those guys hate doing
yeah.
like I don't know. There's some. I mean, Matthew's RBC commercial is kind of gas.
Oh
Like
yeah,
I'm like,
Matthews loves the limelight, man. He loves
so
the
did Marner
acting and
does
shit.
too, bro. Marner
Yeah,
fucking
Marner
loves.
loves that. Yeah, he loves that shit. Yeah,
Like you can tell, like there's a couple. There's like Riley, who's like stays out of the spotlight, but Marner wears those stupid fucking hats where he's like they're giant and like he's
yeah.
showing up and yeah, but yeah, I don't know. He's a funny guy. Him and Matthew love the spotlight, but I mean, why not like enjoy it? Because seeing as like even McDavid is the most boring player in the entire fucking league. Like
Yeah.
he does not say anything. So I'd rather that
We
entertain.
see him on the CIBC now, though. The CIBC commercial where
Is
he's
he? I
like,
haven't seen him on that.
he's
No,
he's he is in one recently. Like he's doing the banking one like Matthews is doing, but
no, no.
like
I mean,
he's
I'm an RBC guy,
he's a
so
robot. He's a mute. Like he doesn't he's
no,
I mean,
I'm an RBC guy all
he's
the
probably
way.
getting paid a decent amount of money. That's probably why he's doing it. But like he just doesn't
That's
want
the
to
only
be
reason
there.
he's doing it. That is the only
Yeah,
reason doing it. There's no other
I mean,
reason.
he wouldn't
To
be
work on his
complaining either
acting
way. He's getting
skills,
paid
maybe.
13 mil a year, but like, I
Yeah.
mean, get your money, man. I don't blame you.
Yeah, no, it was that's the one I think issue is. I mean, hockey's a fun sport as it is. Like you don't have to worry about. Well, it's a very fun sport as it is. You don't have to worry about the guys being entertaining or anything like that. It's
No.
like baseball. It's like that's their issue. That's why they do all those. That's why they added all those new rules in, is because
Yeah.
the viewership and everything. Hockey's
Yeah.
such a fast sport that it's like so much fun to
Yeah.
watch. But yeah,
Yeah.
I got another question. I think
Okay.
you kind of already answered this about the Leafs, but
Okay.
who would you say? I mean, I think the answer is Reaves, but who would you say is the biggest liability on the Leafs team?
Well, yeah, well, when Reeves on the ice, yes, but like I feel like before the injury, Klingberg was a liability,
Yeah,
like very much a liability. Like there's a couple game stretch. I can't remember who they were playing, but like they were like he was worse than Reeves by a mile. Like he was Justin Hall 2.0, Dion Phaneuf before he got traded, just like pylon, just useless. Like Jake Gardner, like elements of Jake Gardner, Justin Hall. It was I was not good. I'm
yeah.
I don't want to say I'm glad that he's not playing, like he's injured, which is horrible for me to say, but like I'm just glad that he's not on the team right now because
Well,
we would be losing a
sometimes
lot of games.
I don't know if they do this. I don't think they do this in hockey, but they do like phantom IL stints. Do they do that where they'll like put them on the injured list even though they're not really injured, just so they're not on the team? Like just give them a break because
Uh,
they're
I don't know,
struggling
cause
so
like
much.
he was like undisclosed injury. Like it wasn't even like maybe it was. I don't know, but
Oh,
like I didn't
they do
hear
it.
any like
Yeah.
significant like damage to anything. It just said undisclosed. At least that's what I saw. It was like undisclosed. Maybe I read the wrong source, but I don't know. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Then maybe they did like take him off just because he was playing like garbage. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean they do it all the time in baseball, like because
Okay.
yeah, Kikuchi they did it to him last year. I know for a fact. Like they pretty much
Yeah.
admitted like he was just like I was sore, like that's and he went on the 10-day IL. But, but yeah, it's yeah, and then who out of the big stars right now would you say needs to show up? Just like
Marner.
actually Marner, yeah.
100% Marner. Yeah. Because all the other guys are playing well, so he's the odd one out,
He's been
right?
playing. I mean, because he gets the most ice time again. He's gonna and he's with
Yeah,
Matthews. He's
yeah. He's
gonna
with Matthews, who Matthews playing well this year. Like I said, like all the big stars are playing well this year. Tavares
yeah.
is playing with Nylander, so he's getting assists basically every game. Nylander's lights out. Riley's playing really good,
No,
continuing
Riley's
to the
been awesome.
playoffs. Yeah.
Yeah,
Riley, Matthews. Um, I don't know. Those are like the big stars, but like, yeah, like me, Marner just because he's like the odd one out, like he just needs to step it up just a little bit, but he's still,
he's still
Marner,
getting
right?
points.
He's still
He's
amazing.
still doing his
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, I mean,
Just
last
step
year
it up a little bit.
he was so much fun to watch last year because Matthews
Yeah.
is a down year for Matthews, even though he scored 40 goals. I think it was just a slow
Yeah.
start. Like that was
Yeah,
a
because
big thing.
he was injured at the beginning. He had a hand injury the whole season, so he was dealing with that, right?
Yeah.
Like he was playing through it, so he didn't have that 60 goal season from 2 years before, right? Where he was like lights out, right?
Hmm.
So
Yeah. How many
like
goals do you think he's gonna score this year?
I think he'll get at least 50.
Yeah.
He'll be right on that. Like I think he'll get like 58, 59.
Yeah.
I think he'll be right on that edge. Yeah. I think he'll heat up. He's kind of like slowing down just a little bit right now, but like I feel like he'll heat up. I think he'll get at least 50. He'll get
Yeah.
over that 50 because he's at like what 14 right now. He's tied for the lead or second or something.
What is she?
He's
Maple
he's
Leaf.
pretty he's pretty he's up there. So I feel like he can get at least 50 this year.
He's
I don't know about
got
60.
Yeah, he's got 14 goals, Nylander, and then then Nylander's we saying 12 goals, 15 assists, and
Yeah.
Tavares 7 goals, 13, Marner 5, 15, 20 points. Again,
Yeah,
yeah.
Marner's like a point per game. But it's just like the other guys are just playing better. That's why he's the odd one out, right?
How the hell has Max Domi not scored a single goal yet? Klinberg's
I feel like
okay.
he's scored one.
No, he
I feel like
hasn't.
he's really wow. Okay.
Maybe did he score one? No, he got an assist. I know he got an assist like a couple of days in the last few games, but damn. Yeah, that's crazy. Even I can't believe Ryan Reaves just scored a goal. If you saw the goal, it was pretty not good.
Oh, I saw it. Oh yeah, I saw it.
It was no Dangle Snipe Sally. it was totally just one of the tap. It's
Yeah,
like it's the slow. No, I totally know the player. Like I've had a vision. There's like that kid like that you play with that is his first year playing hockey and just never touched his hockey stick and just hangs it at the net and you just like going all around and then
yeah,
pass it and just hits his skate or something like that and goes
yeah.
in. Like that's totally
There's a guy in my beer league who first week, it was like a couple weeks back. First it was his I think it was his third time skating, first time ever playing hockey. He's got brand new pads on, everything. He's got all the gear. Got when he came out, we were like, what the fuck is this guy on? Like we thought he was an actual player, but like a guy on our team who's buddies with him, he's like, yeah, this is his first time playing. And I'm like, oh God. It was just I think he
how old
fell
is
at
he?
least 12 times. Oh, he's like in his 20s, man.
Good for him.
First like he's skated only like four
Found a,
times.
found a new love, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, but he's like apparently he's now going to like public skates every week, so he's
Yeah,
starting
good for
to
him. Good for him.
he's starting to get used to it. But yeah,
Yeah, no,
it's
that,
just so
that's
funny.
that's
It's
that's
so
a
funny
late
seeing
bloomer right there. Yeah,
yeah. It's funny.
no, that's cool. All right, well, I think we've done enough talk about those Leafs, man.
Yep.
Hopefully, well, they play tomorrow. They play is it Nashville or Florida? I think so.
Play forward tomorrow.
Yeah. So, but yeah. All right, well,
Little
let's
home
get into
stretch.
some little bit of a Jays discussion. Before that
Yep.
note, you talk about like so there's been literally no signs. It has been the most boring offseason so far. And like the free
Yeah.
agents last year were insane. Like you had like four Carlos Correa, Xander Bogaerts, Trey Turner, uh who else? There's another short Dansby Swanson, like all those
Yep.
great shortstops. Aaron Judge was a free agent. That was
Yep.
like cool for a second. There's nothing going on right now. There
Yep.
are, I mean, obviously you got Otani, which is a big deal.
Tony's heating
Which
up.
the
Yep.
Jays are involved apparently.
Yep.
Which I mean, it's been known for a while, but
Yep.
it's slowly been building up, and I see the odds like on a FanDuel makes or whatever of like the odds of them landing him. I think it
Yep.
was, and they were saying like plus 1,000 or something like that. I don't know,
Yep.
but hey, I can never go wrong with Shohei Ohtani. You will never
I
be.
pay that man whatever the fuck he wants.
No, pay
Pay
him.
him whatever he wants. I don't care if it's 500 a year. Like just give him whatever he wants. I
Well,
don't care. Rogers has billions of dollars. Give him half the salary of every single Rogers worker. I don't care.
well,
Give
yeah,
him the
no, yeah,
money.
I know absolutely because they'll
We
make the
need
money. Like
him.
this is a known thing. Like they will make the money because of sales. Because he has
Yep.
Japan basically. Japan looks at him as a god, a
Yep.
literal god. They love him
Yep.
so much. And why wouldn't you? People out here love him.
Yep.
People are gonna buy his jerseys. People are gonna
Trust me.
fly out from
Listen,
countries.
trust me. Let me give you an example. All right. So remember Kawhi back in 2019 when the Raptors
Yes.
won the championship, right?
No, actually forgot about that. What do you?
And
Yeah.
after right during the offseason when he was a free agent, the fan like Toronto itself was treating him like everywhere he went to go eat food, they give him free food. Like they literally treat like you said, like Japan, they treated him like a god, dude. Wherever
Yeah.
he was, he got free food. He'd get in every club, whatever the fuck he wanted.
Oh
That
yeah.
guy, and he still left, and he still went. He's because he wanted to go to fucking LA. He didn't like the win. He didn't like the winter here. He wanted to leave. So like
Is that
if
really the reason he
Otani,
didn't like the cold?
well, that's probably a part of a reason. And LA is his hometown. Like he's from,
Yeah, fair enough.
like that area.
I
So
don't know.
like
He
it's
should have
probably
stayed. I
with his
mean,
family.
people loved him, bro. He would have been loved no matter, even if he had a horrible season next year. Which
No,
wasn't he?
I still love him, man. I don't care.
Yeah. No, I know. He was
That
awesome.
he got us our championship, man.
He was. I mean, obviously, yeah, that was a great year. But as you're saying, though, no, I know what you mean. Otani, if he signs here, it's just the thing is though, my concern is he won't pitch it ever again. It's so hard on your body, man. Like people don't
Yeah.
understand like how difficult it is to do that. You hear Alec Manoah, I've heard interviews with him. He said like I can barely get up like after a start. Like
Yeah.
I mean like that not
Yeah.
only
After the
because he's a
surgery,
big
it's
dude,
gonna be
but like
tough.
yeah, it's horrible. Like I don't know what he's gonna do. So like
Either way,
because
like
he's not pitching next.
I know, yeah. Either way, he's still the best hitter in the
He's
game.
yeah,
I
he's
think
one of the
he's still
best
the best
hitters.
hitter in the game. So
He
either
was
way,
awesome.
even if he doesn't pitch ever again, he's still going to be
Like, no, he's going to be
the
an
the
incredible
top
addition.
the
He's
top player in the league.
I'd say he's around his prime, but it's with these big league these contracts now with those players like that, they have to sign them to like 11 years to lock them
Yeah,
up, something like that. So he's going to be like 41 by the time his contract up
yeah,
is up, and that's what's going to make that contract look terrible. It's because
yeah,
Trey Turner is another guy that has like an 11-year contract, Xander Bogaerts, and like I think one of the best. Yeah, like in Carlos Correa. Carlos Correa almost got a 9-year contract last year because his physical was terrible, and that's why he only got like I think it's 5 years or something like that.
yeah,
But that's with these like monster teams and these payrolls, they just don't care about money like the Mets.
yeah,
Yeah, that's a danger. It's like it's such a risk, obviously.
yeah. What's
But
the guy's name? Bobby Bonilla. That guy's still getting paid on the
I
Mets.
think Chris Davis, yeah, no, Robinson Cano is still getting paid. I'm pretty sure, and who like started playing like in the early 2000s. Like he was part of
Yeah,
those that Derek G. Like, he was with the Yankees and
yeah,
they're during their prime, and yeah, like that's the issue. So Jays have been so good at getting like good deals. Like Chris Bassett, perfect, 3 years.
yeah,
Yusei Kikuchi, 3 years. And Jose Barrios, a great deal because he's still young
yeah,
too. He's still in his 20s, late
yeah,
20s, be it, but he's still in his 20s, and
yep,
he'll be I don't know. Your pitchers, it's different. You know, you see pitchers last long, whereas hitters like they can't catch up to the bat speed. Like the bat speed slows down a lot. But yeah, no, it's another the signings that have happened though have been like Lance Lynn, Kyle Gibson, Sonny Gray signed with
yep,
the St. Louis, and we were talking about this today. That's like got
yeah,
to be one of the funniest starting pitching rotations in the entire league. It's the oldest I've ever seen. Like, I mean, our rotation is actually Jay's rotation is pretty old, I'd say. Like, I mean,
yeah,
quote unquote old. Like Bassett's 34, something like that. They're all most of them are in their 30s. Kikuchi's in his 30s, but it is what it is. Other than Manoa, but
yeah,
he was pitching like he was 70. So last year, but
yeah.
yeah, no, it is one of the funnier rotations I've seen, and I don't know if they're going to be good next year. Do you
St.
think
Louis is just has an old team, man. Their team is so old, like in
Goldschmidt's old?
general.
Yeah,
Like they have
Arenado's.
Wainwright who's gone now, but like he was like 45 or something. Like that guy's ancient. And they got
Yeah, I know.
Goldschmidt who's getting up there. Like they got a lot of they got a couple younger guys. What's that guy's name? The
New
outfielder.
New Bar,
No, no, no. Yes, him too, but he's younger guy. But like
Nolan Gorman.
Jordan what is his name Jordan Walker or
Oh,
something?
Jordan Walker. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I remember the first game, like the first series the Jays played last year. They played the Cardinals, and he was like one of like the younger
yeah.
guys
Yeah,
coming
no,
up.
he's a
And
big prospect. He's
yeah,
good though. He was good this year. He got sent down because of I forget the reason, but no, he was great this year.
mm,
All right, so more discussion of the Jays. What does this team need to do like in order to be a better team next year? Like in terms of acquiring players and focusing because the only issue is hitting, bro. Like that's the
yep.
only issue that
And that's what I got written down.
yeah, it's hitting. And so by doing that, you need to sign even if it means defense regresses because that defense
Hmm.
it was awesome. And I'm sure pitchers are gonna be pissed
Yeah, we had
off.
like 4 Gold Gloves this year, or something like that.
I know. No, we had it. Yeah, no, it was Kiermaier, Barrios,
Chapman and
uh,
Kirk.
check. Kirk didn't win a Gold Glove.
I swear he did.
No, it was
I
Jonah
swear he
Heim.
did.
Jonah Heim. He was nominated, but it was Jonah Heim. He was a finalist when it.
Oh, I swear I thought I saw Kirk. Okay.
No, Kirk. Yeah, but Kirk is good behind
Yeah.
the dish. But yeah, no, it was that is the big thing that the Jays need to focus on because again, those games last year, just yeah, like I've never been able to watch it just a dominant team. Whereas whether it's hockey or like it's so lucky. They're just
Yep.
so lucky. They're just so lucky,
Trust me,
you
all the
know.
teams I support right now, they are in like not like in the gutter, but like they just can't be a consistently good team. Leafs,
That's where I'm wearing a Giants jersey, you know,
yeah,
repping the
Leafs have been in the playoffs the last like 7 years. I'll give them that. Other than that, like I can't.
Same with the Jays, bro. I mean, not the last 7 years, but like 2022, 2023, 2020, like 2021, they won 91 games. Should have been they
Yeah.
most definitely should have been in the playoffs.
Yeah.
It's too bad. It's way too bad.
Yep.
I mean, but that's a focus. They care. They care. The Ross Atkins cares about the team. Like he's I think he's a great GM. Him and Dubas, they got those. I mean, when Dubas was here, they looked the exact same and both all analytical and everything. Couple of
Yeah.
nerds, but
Fuck
yeah.
Dubas. Fuck him. I'm glad he's gone. No, I hate him. I hate him.
Why?
Because when he was the GM, we didn't progress at all. We stick the same. We had the same. We didn't sign any key players. Now we got Brad Trevlin in. He's gonna watch trade deadline. Is gonna go ham. That's why we brought the big. That's why we brought the big guns in. Obviously, Reeves not the best signing. Klingberg not the best signing. But
I
well,
mean,
give it
some of
time.
those
Trade
signings
deadline.
though,
He's gonna
like,
make some moves.
can you anticipate shit like that? Like, I mean, Reeves, can you? I mean, 3 years though, man, that is a fucking hell of a deal, man. Is there any opt outs or something like that with Reeves'
I
deal?
don't know. I don't think so. No, he's not 3 years. It's 1 year. It's a one
No,
year deal. It's a
I
1 year.
swear.
It's
Ryan
one
Reeves.
year. It's like 900K or something. He's going to be gone after this year. He'd probably retire, honestly. Pretty
No,
sure it's a 1 year deal.
here I have it. More than
Really?
more. Maple Leafs have agreed to a 3-year, $4 million contract with veteran forward Ryan Reeves.
No way.
Yeah,
Are you fucking kidding me? No way. It's 3 years. Is it? Do you
37
mean
year old.
Do you mean Bertuzzi?
No, not
Oh,
Bertuzzi.
Bertuzzi's a 1 year. Oh, that's why I got confused. Okay, Bertuzzi was the 1 year deal,
Yeah,
and I guess Reeves the 3 year. That it should have been the other way around.
just crazy though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
continue on with the
But
Jays.
yeah, no, I was saying though. Yeah, no. So my question then for you though about RJ's though. We're gonna sign somebody, obviously. It's known that we're going to make some
Yep.
deals.
Yep.
So let's exclude Otani. Maybe you might have already written down Otani. I'm sure I
Okay.
would be surprised if you did, but
No,
uh
I did write him down, but like I knew we discussed it beforehand, so
yeah.
I got some extra ones
So
here.
three players though that you want to either re-sign or trade or
Okay.
sign or trade
Are we
that
gonna go back and forth, or do you just want me to
you
say
say
them
your
all?
three and I'll go
Okay.
mine.
All right. All right. So first off, this is another obvious one, but I feel like he would be a good fit in with the team. I got Cody Bellinger. So Bellinger, he can hit, man. Over 300 last year. Guys got a nice swing, lefty
Okay.
batter. He's good. He can hit the long ball. Solid, reliable hitter, which we don't have
I
in
don't
the
know though,
outfield.
because okay, you look at no, I know what you mean. He had a great year last year, but it has been known that he's like he was is like BABIP, his like or his like batting average like with balls in play, it was ridiculous. It was his expected batting average was way lower than what his actual batting average was.
Oh yeah.
He was so like and also like he there was just lucky hits. You know those hits where it's just like little squibblers down the line. He had a ton of
Yeah.
those and
Okay.
it's just his advanced numbers, but no, because he had a great year and I would like to have him too. He had a above 300 some like 20 some
Mm-hmm.
home runs. I
Yeah.
would like to see him again. Obviously, those
Yeah.
numbers don't lie. You can't disagree. It's just the fear is though, like how many years are you doing that deal for?
Yeah. He's like
I'm curious.
he's
How
a
would you?
younger
How long
guy
would
as
you
well. He also is a younger guy as well compared to, like
compared to some of the free agents? Yeah,
like
because
Kiermaier, who's a bit older now.
yeah,
So he'd replace him well if obviously Kiermaier is probably going to leave.
yeah,
So I think Bellinger would be a good fit.
yeah. No, he's
My next one, it's kind of like it wouldn't really
great.
work because I don't know. I got Teoscar or Lourdes coming back.
Both of them.
Lourdes Gurriel. Not or just or which either one. But preferably Gurriel because of the year he had last year making it to the World Series with the Diamondbacks, which I did not expect at all to happen.
Yeah.
So I'd like Gurriel to come back. They had decent years, like especially Teoscar, the year he left in the playoffs. he was the only one who was hitting well. Guy had 2 homers in game 2 of the playoffs against the Mariners. So I had that. I had that going. He was not the problem when it came to offense, I felt.
No,
When it came
it's
to
definitely not
big
offense.
games.
He was a big player. He was a big player for Seattle last year too. Obviously, the
Yeah.
strikeouts were ridiculous, but again,
Yeah, that's the problem.
he's in his defense is a little bit of a liability, and
Yeah.
apparently from what I hear on like Twitter from like old reliable Twitter from the Mariners fans is that they weren't entirely disappointed in his defense. There's a couple
Mm-hmm.
like he trying to push doubles, which should have just been singles, getting out on those plays. But
Yeah.
like I mean, when he was playing us though, he was horrible. I remember Brandon Belt hit a home run that went off the glove and then out.
Oh, really?
Hilarious. Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah.
that's
But
funny.
no, I like that. I like that. I would prefer Teoscar though, because I think he has more
Oh
power.
yeah?
What this team needs, more power.
Yeah.
And I think if he can get that lower those strikeouts, I don't know, because usually when you're getting older, it just kind of regresses. Like,
Yeah. Yeah,
but
like either one of them. And then
yeah,
if we do the Lourdes deal, it wouldn't happen, but I'd let go of Varsho because Varsho's garbage. Like I hate Varsho. He's horrible.
whoa,
After that playoff, I know it's a little shocking.
bro, he
Firstly,
has so
because
much
you
years
know
of
you
control
watched.
and he's such a good defender, bro. He is
I don't
such a
care. We don't need, like you said, we don't need defense anymore. We got to lower the defense, more
no,
offense.
we still need defense.
Varsho
You always need
sucks.
defense. Okay, but Kiermaier's gonna be a free agent. You'll have him. You'll okay. He's probably going to the Yankees. I wouldn't be surprised if Kiermaier signs like a 2 year deal with the Yankees, gets injured as soon as he goes there because that's what he deserves because he was
That's what
signed with the
Yankees players
Yankees.
do, man. They get injured.
I wouldn't. Yeah, and so Varsho has so many years of control. He can play left field. He can play center. He can play right field too. He can play any outfield position. Also, the year some players just have fucking random down years. He still had 20 home runs, which is not terrible. You know, he had more power than
I
Kiermaier.
know, but we
And
gave up Gurriel and Moreno. Moreno was playing so well in the playoffs.
yes, I
He was a
know
top prospect a couple years ago. That was one of the worst deals I think I've ever seen.
it takes time to
Brutal.
understand those deals though, bro. It takes time because you don't know because they're both because Moreno, we don't know how well he's gonna do, and that deal with and the Varsho deal is still for a long time. We still have Varsha for at least I think it's 4 years, something like that, of control. I think he's going to be. He's such a good defender. He's super important to this team. I think, and I just think because of the strikeouts, because of the crazy pop ups that he always has, like I think he's a nest. Just wait until after next year.
All right,
You can
maybe
say
I'm
whatever
wrong.
you want.
Maybe I'm wrong.
You can say he had 27 home
I
runs.
hope you're right. I hope you're right.
He had
That's all I'm
27
gonna say.
home
I hope
runs in
you're right.
2022.
But as right now, in my opinion, he needs to go.
Okay, fair enough.
All right, my last one. My last one. This is kind of like a wild card,
Okay.
but I'm gonna go. You probably won't like this, but I'm gonna let go Chapman. Get rid of Chapman, and you know what I'm gonna bring in to replace him? Justin Turner.
Justin Turner. Justin
Justin
Turner.
Turner. I don't know. I just like the beard, man. There's something about it.
Like the
The
beard.
guy,
Okay.
the guy. One key thing about this deal that I feel like is really important is down the stretch. You know, October baseball when they do get in the playoffs. Hopefully, they get in the playoffs. Justin Turner has that playoff mentality. He knows how
Ah,
to win.
so old.
He's won. He has won with the Dodgers. He has that mentality of winning a World Series. I feel like that will put him over the edge over Chapman.
Okay.
Turner
This
can hit as well. He's a solid hitter. He's
yeah.
always been a solid hitter for the Dodgers and the Red Sox, but I won't really count that because he was there for like a year.
He
But
was
like Wackman,
okay. He was good with the Red
he is
Sox. No,
solid.
he was good with he was a good offensive piece for the Red
Yeah,
Sox. I don't know how, yeah, but the thing is though, they barely he can only DH. He's one of the worst defenders in all of baseball when it comes to
I
like
know,
from third base.
but
And
offense, man.
I know. No, you're
I
right.
told you, you said it at the beginning. You're like,
I think he could be a better bench piece than a
all
like
right, fair
replacement third
enough.
baseman because he still had some pop last year. He's a big part of the Red Sox offense last year.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what he hit, 280 or something like that with over 20 home runs, but I think less than 280. But yeah, no, he was good. I have
I
okay,
feel
so
yeah,
yeah,
let's hear
no, you're
yours.
saying
Let's hear yours.
okay, yeah. So I had okay, you might. So I think as a they Jays what they wanted, they were saying they wanted DH spot, and this is I'm saying if this is not to do with Otani, and I
Yeah.
think what we can do because of so since Brandon Belt is probably either retiring, need another backup second or first baseman or a helpful DH, and I think Reese Hoskins. It's a bit of a
He's on my
wild card.
list.
I want to do two. I want to do 2 years. He is an electric player. Playoffs a couple of years ago,
Yep.
in 2022 with the Phillies, he was insane, hitting home runs every now and then. He's a consistent like 30 home run hitter.
Yep.
Not gonna be an average guy. He's gonna hit like 240, 250 around, strikes out a bit, but he's gonna give you a good amount of power. He played for first base. He was a first baseman. He's not the greatest first baseman in the world, but
Hmm.
he's enough. And I think if we sign Reese Hoskins on like some like a 2 year deal or maybe even just a 1 year deal because we
Yeah.
don't know because he was injured last year. So and
Yeah.
it's kind of a wild card, but he has that potential to be a good play like a incredible like a just a big piece, and
Yeah.
still relatively young. He's not crazy old or anything, but
Hmm.
he's not like no Brandon Belt. But I think I'd like to have him on the team. I think
Yep.
he
That's a great pickup. I think that would be really good for the Jays. I
Yeah,
feel like
and
he'd
he'd be
fit in
cheap,
well.
and he'd be super cheap too,
Yep.
because he just came back from an injury.
Yep.
My
I
next
think
one
that's a good one.
is one of the opposite ones of
Okay.
you, and that would be resign my good friend Matt Chapman.
Okay.
And the reason is so Matt Chapman is elite defense. You're going to get incredible defense no matter what from the hot corner. And again, with these players they had with the Jays, they had so many horrible years, and there aren't that many third basemen out. You got Yeimer Candelario or whatever. He was a free agent.
Yep.
Justin Turner, which I can't don't see playing third base. I just don't see him playing third base, obviously. Trying to think if there was else. There's like trade talks with Alex Bregman, which I've been hearing, but there are not that many third basemen. They're trying to trade. Eugenio Suarez went to the D-backs. Thinking about him, but there's not too many. There's not too many other ones. So
No.
I'm thinking you re-sign him. I would what I would like is like a some like a 4 year deal. Like yeah, like 4 year deal with Matt Chapman, but what he's gonna get is probably like a 6 year deal, maybe even
Yeah.
7 year, because he's still relatively young. And with these major league deals, like there'll be other teams that will want to sign. They wouldn't be afraid to sign him for like a 7, 8 year
No.
deal. And I think he should
Like the Red
stay.
Sox. Like the Red Sox,
I don't know.
they probably won't want him.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, no, they got Devers, so they're
Oh
not.
yeah, yeah. Forgot about him.
No, yeah.
That if he was a free agent, that would be my number one pickup. Because Devers, in my opinion, is what he's one of my favorite players in the
He's a
league.
scary player.
Yes, he is. Very scary.
He's good. But yeah, no, I would. You're right though.
Yeah, I don't disagree. I don't disagree with you. Like the Chapman one is kind of like my iffy one. Like it was like my wild card one. I don't know.
It's
I just feel
yeah.
like his batting, like I don't know, it's
I know what you mean.
not
Yeah,
consistent enough. So that's why I just bring in Turner instead. But yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I'm cool with that.
yeah. And then my last and final one, again, this would be more of a bench piece, I think. Over like again, Reese Hoskins, I think would be playing more like DH a lot,
Yeah.
but Adam Duvall, he was
Oh,
great.
good. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
He was great with the Red Sox last year. Going to be cheap as hell too. He's going to be
yeah,
super
yeah.
cheap. He's going to be better than the other free agents right now in the class. But
Hmm.
I think Adam Duvall signed up to a 1 year deal. I think that would work. And then,
Yep.
yeah, but I think there's gonna need again, he was great with the Red Sox this year,
Hmm.
and with the time that the just issue is that he gets injured. But Jays are
Yeah.
like the opposite of the Yankees. Like a player will come here and just be somehow be have a really good season. Like Bell was really good. last year. Kiermaier was great last year.
Hmm.
You look at Marcus Simeon, Steven
Yep.
Matz, 1 year, Robbie Ray coming back.
Yep.
There's tons of players that have just like came to the Jays and had like a ton of success just like out of
I
nowhere.
wish we signed Simeon, man.
Josh
He was
Donaldson,
so good, man. He was so good.
yeah, I would have
Simeon
given
was
it.
like, oh my
Yeah,
gosh, I wish we signed him. That year, we didn't even make the playoffs that year. That was crazy. We
so more
had
fun
we
than
had
this year.
second and third MVP voting. Vlad, who was amazing that year, and
Yeah,
Simeon, who was lights out as well. That year, we should have made the playoffs. It's
I
ridiculous.
know it would have
Of
been.
course,
Yeah,
Boston edges us out.
I think a lot of people say that that could have been the year. Like that could have been
Yeah,
like they went
hundred
on a
percent,
run.
100%.
Yeah. And then if I have one more player or a pitcher, I guess I could say, which I would like them to sign because I think they need
Hmm.
depth on
Yeah.
the pitching side would
Hmm.
be I want to say I think it could easily be that I want to say Blake Snell, but there's no way to sign Blake Snell. I think a nice, healthy like Eduardo Escobar, or not Eduardo Escobar, Eduardo Rodriguez could be good. He was great last year. Maybe even like Lucas Giolito. I know he's terrible last year. He like or at the second
Yeah.
half, but again, like he's I could see him just being like a six starter if a Manoa goes
Yeah.
sideways too. Like he signed
I'd like, who's good in the playoffs? Jordan Montgomery on the
there.
Rangers.
He's
I'd
not
like,
there. There's no way we sign him. He was so good last year.
I know, but
He's gonna
he's
resign with.
amazing. He's
I would not be
amazing.
surprised if he signs with the
If he signs with the
Texas.
Rangers,
Yeah, with the
yeah,
Rangers.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was looking at the Otani sweepstakes. People like they're saying that Texas is going to sign him. What more do they need, man? Their team is stacked.
They
Why
have
do they
money.
need Otani?
They
I know
have
they have money. When DeGrom's going to come back, they still have Scherzer. Like their team is stacked. Why do they need Otani?
yeah.
We need Otani, not the fucking Rangers.
Oh, the Jays will if
Dude, we better give
bro, that'd be
him
the greatest Christmas
whatever.
present in the world. I would be snuggled up
When
with
does
my
free
hot
agency
my hot
close?
chocolate, just watching the news, Otani
Yeah.
to the Jays.
When does free agency close?
It, I don't know when it closes. I don't know. I
It's
don't
got
know
to be
even know
before.
when I think
It's
it's
got to be before spring
confirmed.
training, right?
Yeah, it's before spring
Yeah.
training.
Yeah.
I think so.
Like February ish.
No, I think you can sign any player. It's just they want to sign them before it
Right.
doesn't free
Early. They
agency
want to
never
sign them
really
early so no one
closes.
else can get them.
Yeah, exactly. The free
Yeah.
agency doesn't really close. If you're a player, if you're, a free agent during the regular season, then usually you're not a good player.
Yeah.
So they would want you. Like that's why you see like they'll like Gary Sanchez was signed in like the middle of the season last year,
Yeah.
like to a minor league deal, or same with Luke Voigt or something like that, because
Yeah.
they're not that good. Nobody really wants them.
Yeah.
But yeah. All right. Well,
Oh wait, I have
oh
another
yeah,
one. I
yeah.
have
You're
another
gonna
one.
say yeah.
I got another signing guy. Former J. It's kind of like it's like a bench bat, for
Okay.
example, like a
I know where this
DH.
is going. Yeah.
Do you know? Do you think? Do you know? I think Rowdy Tellez would
Okay. I
be
did not think
a
that's where
good
you're gonna.
bench bat for the boys. I don't know. Rowdy Tellez,
He got
he's
DFA'd,
got
bro. So we could.
yeah. That's because I was looking, I was doing my research and I saw Rowdy Tellez. I'm like, man, he's a streaky guy. He's still
Yeah,
got some
he's
pop
streaky
to him.
bust, but he has
Still
some.
got some pop to him.
Oh,
I
you're
feel like that would be
35
a
home
good,
runs.
good boost, just for the clubhouse, maybe he's not playing as much, just sign him to a 1 year deal,
Oh
be
yeah,
good,
that,
be a good guy, for the boys, I feel like that'd be a
yeah.
good idea.
I
I don't
think
know.
yeah. It's yeah. No, that's not a bad idea. But I got another one.
Okay.
If we don't get a third baseman, I know the perfect third baseman. Won an
Okay.
MVP with this team. Had some great years.
Oh, Donaldson?
Yeah.
No, man. He hates us. He hates us now.
Most people don't like
We
him.
boo him when he comes over here. We hate him. He hates us.
No, he doesn't. He
I
said he would love to. He would love to finish his. Did you not see that in the news? He was saying that he wants to re-sign with the way he would
eh,
want his final year. We could do a bench
I
piece
don't
with
know.
him. He is pop, bro.
He can do a Bautista and come back for a day. I don't want him playing
You think
for
he's
us.
going on the level of excellence?
He's gonna be a cancer to the locker room, man. He's so mopey now. He's so mopey.
He's old.
I feel like I never see the guy smile. Like I've never seen the guy smile in the last like 4 years. It's just him angry, pissed off because he can't hit homers. I don't know,
Yeah.
man. I don't know. I don't know if it's a good idea for the clubhouse. Rowdy Telez, on the other hand, he can bring that boost. You know what I mean? Just like Kirk can.
Yeah. I mean,
The party boys.
you say
You know what I
Kirk?
mean? Yeah. Oh yeah. Kirk's a big clubhouse guy, man.
Kirk has to
He's
be
got the
the
party music going before he's at
okay.
bat. You
Did
know.
you see Kirk in the when they were doing the celebration for the or when they clinched playoffs? Kirk is just like hanging around. He's like got his drink and
Yeah, because
he's that
he
guy.
doesn't speak English.
Yeah, but neither does like half of the no. I mean, he speaks some sort of English. He did an interview. He did a Range Rover commercial, and he says, "Hello, my name is Alejandro Kirk. Welcome.
He
I
did a
love Range."
Range Rover commercial.
Yeah, go to his Instagram. It's the funniest thing.
Okay, but like, come on, like that's definitely like he definitely that's like his 200th take of that commercial, dude.
Yeah,
He had to practice that before he
or
even got to the set.
maybe he's fluent and he just doesn't want to talk to the media. You never know. I could see Kirk like
Uh,
Kikuchi is fluent in English.
nah, because Kikuchi's the goat. That's
He
why
is the goat. He is the goat. He had an awesome season last year. I love that guy.
he should have been
He's
Cy Young. Fuck Garrett Cole.
Cy Young. You Cy Young. Yeah. That's a yeah. It's a yeah. Yeah. He could be. Yeah, but I mean that was a great discussion right there. Well,
Yeah,
that's what we have for you guys. That is the Bleed Blue podcast, Bleeding Blue podcast for you
yeah,
with Ryan. We're gonna be doing an episode a week. That's the plan for right now. It gets a little more intense, signings or something like that. Maybe we'll do
yeah. Get some
a little
sponsorships.
special pod for that. We'll do like a
Yeah,
but yeah, no, and then yeah, we'll see you guys soon. Have a good one and make sure to like and subscribe.